It's the Spotter Stand Live, starring Pockets, Hot Rod, Bubble J, Joba, Momo, Scar, Eddie D, Albion, Gear, featuring SR5, Rugrat, Randy C, Jadito, Vince Conway, Mike Coulon, Sean Frederick, musical guest BSR Mayhem, and your host, BSR Texan. Ladies and gentlemen, BSR Texan.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Spotter Stand. Coming at you live one more time. Just finished up racing at Michigan last week. Road America Friday night in the Xfinity Series. And Talladega. Was Talladega on Saturday night, wasn't it?
Yes, sir, it was.
We got Palmian joining us tonight. BSR Hot Rod in here with us. And Rugrat also joining us. How's everybody doing?
Good, man. Good.
Busy.
Would probably help if I changed the screen over from that black screen right there. Everybody might, they can still hear us, but give them a little something to look at. What's up there, Mike Coulon? Good to see you out there. So we had another great week of racing. Let's get right into it. Wednesday night, we are now 3 races into the chase. And I'm actually surprised you guys can still see that, because for me it's on a window that's behind another window. How about that? There we go. Now 3 races into the chase. Kentucky, Eldora, and Michigan behind us. 7 races left to go in the Truck Series chase. We had a great race on Wednesday night. Hell of a run. As you can see right here, Sean Fredericks got the pole on Wednesday night in the Truck Series. Sean had a great run Wednesday night, but it was SS Joba who came home with the victory Wednesday night in the trucks at Michigan. So great job, SS. Congrats with the victory. Let's go and take a look at the race results from Wednesday night's race at Michigan.
1 second. Told you I was busy.
I thought you said you could be ready.
Just about. I just got to get there. Hang on. Yes, Mr. Joba with the win. Mike Coulon second, Texan third, Palmion fourth, and Mayhem rounds out top 5.
So I see SS chiming in out there in the chat. Good to see you, man. Glad you tuned in for us here this week. Great job on the victory. Congrats. And you moved up a little bit in the point standings here in the truck chase. As we'll go over here, let's take a look at the standings right now. Just 3 races in. I do have the lead by only 9 points over BSR Mayhem. Mike Coulon with a great race. Moves up a spot to take over 3rd place, down by 19. Not too shabby, considering he went in with a little bit of a deficit in bonus points for only coming in a little over halfway through the regular season. SS Joba, though, with the victory, moves up 3 positions to take over 4th place, down by 20 points. Pockets rounding out the top 5, down by 26. So you moved up 3 spots there, SS. Only down by 20 with 7 races left to go. you know, we all know that that's definitely doable. That's possible. That's for sure. Let's go back over here to the schedule right quick, see what we have got coming up. It looks like
User entered your channel.
we're going to be off this week. Uh, we will be in the dirt this coming up Wednesday. Our next truck race will be August 19th at Gateway. Gateway, another one of those unique tracks that we only run. We only run Gateway once a year. Is that right?
Twice, I think.
Do we run it twice?
Did we run it in the regular season earlier in the year?
No.
Look who joins us. It's Captain Crunch, our musical guest. How you doing, Mayhem?
How you doing there?
Yeah, doing good, doing good. Glad you could make it.
Yes, sir. Good to see y'all. Yeah, I think we only run Gateway once a year in the truck.
So after Gateway, we've got a road course coming up. It is Canadian Tire Motorsport Park coming up in the trucks September 2nd. Then we're going to move on to Bristol, Las Vegas, Talladega, Martinsville, and finish up the season at Phoenix. So let's go over here and take a look at our dirt series right quick. Go and give everybody a quick refresher on how the dirt's going. Seeing as we are going to be racing in the dirt this Wednesday night. Where is the dirt?
We are at Canandaigua on Wednesday night, sir.
Where's the dirt series? Why am I not seeing it here?
It should be like 4 down.
There it is, right there. Okay. Yes, Canandaigua. Looks like we are most of the way through this dirt series, but there are still 6 races left to go.
Yes, and we are second time back at every track.
Canandaigua. You can look up there at Canandaigua. It looks like I managed to get the pole at Canandaigua. Gear Jammer did win that race, though, when we ran at Canandaigua the last time. So look for Gear to have a great run. We all know
Gear won't be there.
Oh, that's right. He's got the shoulder thing going on. That's unfortunate.
His arm surgeries this week.
Well, we know Sean Fredericks. He won the last race here at Orange County, and Sean, the last few weeks, he's doing pretty well here in this dirt.
Mr. Sean doesn't get to qualify, and we'll have to start in the back.
I'm sure he'll manage to find his way up towards the front. Sean, no slouch when it comes to running the dirt. No slouch on the asphalt either. But he's had some great runs here lately in the dirt series.
I'm just going to throw this out there that your points leader is going to get to qualify this week.
When you say that, are you intentionally going to throw the throw the heat race?
Last 3 heat races I've got wrecked out of, so we'll see.
I have off all day Wednesday.
I'm guessing you're going to be doing a little practicing.
Of course.
Well, I would personally, I would like it if I didn't get to qualify in the dirt this week, because that would mean I got a bonus point for finishing top 2 in the heat. Somehow I'm not putting much faith in that, but you never know. I mean, it's possible. I just seem to fall further and further behind Larry here. Let's go take a look at the standings in this dirt series we're going to be coming up on here at Canandaigua this week. Larry with a great 16-point lead over myself in second place. Gear Jammer, it's too bad he's going to be missing this next week or 2 possibly. Gear Jammer in third place, down by 24 points. Eddie D in fourth, down by 33. And Rugrat rounding out the top 5, down by 41.
Rugrat got a top 5 last time we were at Canandaigua.
Yeah, Rugrat has definitely stepped up her dirt racing here in the last few months. Like I said before, last week, I think I mentioned this last week, the week before, it's good to see her up there actually racing, taking away positions and not just hanging out in the back, but she's got some experience under her belt now. It's good to see the confidence to get up there and race with everybody else.
I'll bet you're glad to see Candidate were coming back, though. Last time we were there, you gained 2 points on me.
Hopefully I can gain more points than that this time because I need them. 6 races left to go and I'm 16 points back. I need to gain some points in every race. But, you know, they don't call you the foot doctor for nothing. So let's go over to Thursday Night Cup Series, Segment 2. We have got, and what am I clicking Facebook for? There we go. I got those links up there. So we are now 10 races out of 13 behind us in segment 2. Just 3 races left to go in the Cup Series before we head into the chase. And coming up this week, road course, Watkins Glen on Thursday night. You know, I was really hoping to see Mike maybe be able to show up Friday night. I wanted to see how well he runs at these road courses. Road America is what we ran Friday night, but I'm sure we'll get to see Mike this week at Watkins Glen, and we'll see what kind of run he has there at Watkins Glen. Mike and Sean both. But at Michigan, Mike definitely no slouch there. As you can see, he did get the pole at Michigan this week in the Cup Series, but it was BSR Mayhem who brought home the victory. We had some great racing at the end of that race. Myself, Mayhem, and Mike all trying to get the lead. Mike made a strong run on the outside. I think he maybe just drove it in a little too deep and pushed up a little bit in the corner. At that point in the race, I was in third. There was only about 2 laps to go. I was able to get underneath Mike, and then I also tried to make the run on the outside of Mayhem. Mayhem not giving up the bottom of the track there, which you can't blame him. You know, it's race back. You know, we're a couple laps left to go. You got to do what you got to do to get that win. And I managed to get outside of him, but got just a little bit loose coming off the corner, which pulled me down at the same time Mayhem was coming back up. And we had a little contact, but no wreck. Everybody stayed straight, and Mayhem on to take the victory. So congrats on that win, Mayhem. That bonus point brought you in, I believe, within 3 points of the lead going into the chase right now. Good job, man.
Oh, awesome! Thank you. That was a hell of a fun race. Yeah, it sucks that happened at the end, but at the same time, we got to that last lap, and you were right there. You were about to go under me, and you had just a little bit more room to almost get under me on the apron there. That would have been something else.
Yeah, I didn't really want to risk that. It wasn't until I went back and looked at the replay that I could see there was enough room left on the apron. I could have actually kept going down and drove under you, and both of us would have been racing back to the checkered on the apron. Too wide on the apron. That would have been a hell of a show right there. But you know, I tried to swing it around the outside, and there just wasn't enough momentum there to get it back around, and you brought home the win. Great job.
Yeah, thank you. I had that car trimmed out. It was loose, definitely loose to the corners, but it was fast on the straights. And unlike my Wednesday truck, which was just an abomination of a setup, that did not work. The Cup setup was fast, and yeah, it was great racing. Just a lot of fun, everybody.
So I'm seeing double here. Rugrat has joined us for a second time.
I
There
see
you
it
go.
up on her phone.
Probably fell out of the first connection.
No, I'm on my phone. My computer's uploaded, but my niece made me come upstairs, so.
Aha.
Stereo.
Well, let's go take a look at the standings here in the Cup Series with just 3 races left to go in segment 2. Wait a minute. We can't do that. We got to go check out the race results, don't we there, Hot Rod? Let's go look at the race results from Michigan's race Thursday night.
Mayhem with a win. Texas second. Mike third. The rookie gets fourth, and Eddie D rounds out the top 5.
There was a guy who was running fantastic all night was Pam Lyon, man, in that 113. He was kicking some butt there at Michigan.
Yeah, we had fun both nights there.
Yeah, Wednesday night he ran really well, and Thursday night as well, bringing home the top 5, 4th place. Not many drivers, it looks like, able to lead a lap in that race. Only 3 cautions for a total of 7 laps in the Michigan race. So mostly green, several green flag pit stops. Mayhem and myself very close as far as laps led. Looks like I led 37, Mayhem 34. Surprised Mike Coulong never got up there and actually led a lap in that race. He was definitely challenging for the win right at the end, though. He was there. He was there the whole race.
I have to say it. I'm not, I don't race against anybody. Everybody's my enemy on that track. But these next few races before we hit the chase is trying to keep Mike as far back as possible, less than even trying to outrace you. It's just trying to keep that one last piece of competition there. So then, you race against the leader.
Yeah, 3 races left to go coming into the chase. So how's your Watkins Glen setup? How's your car for Watkins Glen? You ready for that?
Absolutely. That's one of the 2 road courses I will race on. I love that track. There's guys that are probably faster than me. I don't know if they can hold on, but I know if I don't get run into the back of my, if someone doesn't run into the back of me, I'll be up there in the top 3 or so.
I see Mike chiming in out there. He's already been testing at the Glen, so he's getting ready. He's turning some laps, and that's what these road courses are all about. It's all about seat time and turning laps. The more laps you turn, the more consistent you're going to be, and that's what it's going to be about: is consistency, being able to stay on the track and hit those turns consistent every time.
Yeah, because it's not technical, it's very high speed, you can wear off your tires if you enter that one of those corners a little too fast, a little too hot. So it's a matter of who's good at the end of the runs if we stay green.
Well, let's go look at the standings. 3 races left in the Cup Series Segment 2. It looks like I've got a 35-point lead over Mayhem in 2nd place. Pockets in 3rd, down by 47. Hot Rod in 4th, down by 53, and Eddie D rounding out the top 5, down by 64. And I've talked about this the last few weeks here on the spotter stand. I'm going to say it one more time. Mayhem, I know, has missed 1 race in this Cup Series Segment 2. So really 35 points. You would likely be in the lead right now had you not missed that 1 race, because 35 points is somewhere around last place finish, which I doubt you would have gotten in the 1 race that you got. So you would probably be in the lead, or actually you would be battling with Mike Coulong because he has missed a couple of races, at least 2, that he was out for a couple of weeks in a row when he was in the car accident. So Mike as well would probably be right up there. It might even be 3 races that Mike has missed, 2 or 3. But he would be right up there battling for the lead in this segment as well. So I'm technically there only because I have made all of the races, and I think I would be 2nd or 3rd right now if both of these other guys had made all the races in this segment.
Well, I'm looking forward to the chase, getting a chance to tighten up those points and go to battle with you there, and just keep you behind me every race. That's the goal, It's just if I finish 2nd, you finish 3rd. That's okay. And obviously you want to win, but as long as the guy you're really trying to chase is behind you, that's all you need to do.
Mayhem did not miss a race in the 2nd segment.
I had a really bad finish in 1 race. I'm pretty sure I was last in a race, and I blew up in another race.
I thought he did miss a race.
No, Mike's the one. Mike is the one that would be kicking all our butts had he made all the races.
Yeah.
No, I had a couple finishes there that just put me back, unfortunately.
Well, that's I hate to, let me knock on wood for me and you both, but that's what either me or you needs to see in the chase, huh? Is the other one having a bad finish or 2, because that can make all the difference come the last race at Phoenix.
Yeah, I mean, sure, you want the other guy to have bad luck, but I mean, yeah, in the land of awesomeness, like I would love to just be racing 1-2 every race and try to beat your ass. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah. Just race for it. Race it out.
That's Mr. Blown Deer in the last race of the chase.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you obviously had something happen to you at Gateway last year. You finished way back there, and if I can win again and keep you back there, whatever, you were 7 laps down. I don't know if you blew up, got wrecked, or whatever happened, but you were not there at the end. I can use that this week for sure.
That sounds like multiple black flags, possibly. Maybe getting a black flag under green flag. Pit stops, trying to serve it and not being able to clear it the first time by, having to go back in again for a 30-second penalty. That'll sure do it.
Well, if I wouldn't go and practice it, I would just let that happen again if I were you.
We are at Gateway in the Cups this week. We will be at Watkins Glen.
Yeah, Glenn, this week.
Yes, Watkins Glen on Thursday night and Friday night. Speaking of Friday night, let's head back over to the schedule here.
And Mr. Shoot himself in the foot on the road courses. Finally got that straightened out.
Yes, I did. Friday night Xfinity Series. This past week we ran a road course, Road America. That's got to be probably my favorite road course out of all the ones that we run. I love Road America. It's a fun track, a great track to race at, and I did pretty well. Believe it or not, I finished Road America for one of the first times in several seasons with all 4 gears still intact. Believe it or not, I actually finished.
Here is the skinny on that, though. He really did shoot himself in the foot, though. He crosses the checker flag, he wins the race, and he DQs himself.
I did do that. I did. I didn't wait for everybody to cross the finish line before I started celebrating the win. I just went down before turn 1. I stopped and turned around, and I started doing a burnout going back up the track the wrong direction. And apparently I went a little bit too far, and it DQ'd me. That's why it shows, you see on the standings here, it shows I got the pole, but it shows Hot Rod won the race because in the export, that's what it showed. I was moved back to the last car on the lead lap in that standing, and Hot Rod had to go back and fix that, take care of it. But yeah, I got, didn't wait long enough to start my celebration there and got myself DQ'd at the end of the race. I didn't realize that it would do that after I had already taken the checkered flag, but I guess if everyone hasn't taken the checkered flag, it will DQ you. You turn around and start burning out the opposite way. I'm just proud I finished that race with all 4 gears. That's one thing I'm happy about. If I can do that at Watkins Glen this week in the Cup, I'll be happy about that too.
I felt like I won that race. I was running you down. Even though you had debris in front of you slowing you down, I was still running you down.
Yeah, there was some craziness at the end of that race. Pockets had some earlier incidents. Was out on the track, and his car actually just started smoking. He was blowing up, but he was still running. There was only 2 laps to go at that point.
Yeah.
And he decided, I'm not going to go out and pit. I'm just going to run this thing as long as it will run and until they black flag him and make him go in and pit. And I was coming up on Pockets on the last lap of the race. Pockets was just smoking heavily. I mean, there was so much smoke I could barely see the track. My windshield was getting covered in oil. Larry made up about, 6 seconds or so on me.
At least 5. I was moving it.
Yeah, I couldn't see. I was just having to slow down to make sure I could stay on the track. And I wasn't sure exactly where Pockets was until right there at the last minute. But it worked out. He moved over when I got up to him and gave me plenty of room to get by him. And but that was crazy. If you could, you can go back and watch my stream at the end of that race. You can see exactly what I saw as I was getting closer and closer to him with all the smoke on the track and how hard it was to see the track. So let's go and take a look at the results from Road America Friday night Xfinity Series.
Yes, Mr. Texan with the win. Hot Rod second, Bubba J third, Eddie D fourth, and Pockets with his blown up car managed to round out the top 5.
Yes, they did black flag him there on the last lap, told him he needed to come in and pit, but it did not affect his finish since he was out there in the last lap and was able to go ahead and run it around. He's finished right where he would. It didn't put him an extra lap down or anything. And look at Palmian. Palmian did finish last, but he also managed to lead a lap at Road America. Stayed out. You stayed out under green flag pits, didn't you? Or did you?
No, it was caution.
Yeah, it was one of the cautions. Stayed out, led a lap, restarted. Was going to restart in the front, but ended up going in the pits as we were coming to take the green flag. So come out of the pits well behind the field when everybody else had already taken off while he's getting his service. But yeah, managed to lead a lap at Road America and almost finished the race. I see it. You had
He ended up losing every gear above 4th, and
yes,
then kind of said, that's enough.
yeah, and it says wheel.
Yes,
Yeah, funniness. But yeah, I was fine running without first and third. It was when you lost second, you just got to kind of look at it and go, yeah, my night's done.
Well, there's where all my gear luck went right there. Palmian got all my bad luck as far as gears at Road America, because that's normally me. I've lost 4th gear at Road America before and just ran the car too hard in 3rd until it finally blew up. And I've lost multiple.
Second gear, I thought, too.
Yeah, you've lost it at Homestead too.
Yeah. Luckily, we don't finish at Homestead this year. We finish at Phoenix. So.
Not anymore.
So Friday night, all we have got left are 2 races. We will go to Watkins Glen this week along with the Cup Series, and then we'll move on to Dover. And Dover will finish out the regular season for the Xfinity Series. We'll move into the Chase just a few weeks from now in both of these series, Cups and Xfinity. So
End of the month.
Go ahead.
End of the month, I think, for both series, Cup and Xfinity. It's the end of the month. We go to the Chase. In other words, September starts the Chase.
Well, let's go take a look at Saturday night, season 42 of the BSR Saturday Night Team Series. We are now 2 races in to season 42, and it was the Yingling team that brought home the victory last night. BSR Palmian bringing home his 2nd win in this Saturday Night Team Series. He brought home a victory a couple seasons ago for the Aftershock team. Yep. And now he's in race number 2. He's brought home a victory for the Yingling team. Great job.
That
man.
was
Well,
a
thank you.
crazy race.
Yeah, that was
It definitely was, man. Everybody was everywhere for so long. We had so much side-by-side racing through at least half of it. I enjoyed it.
At the end there, the last pit stop, I put 90 tape on to pull him up. I got a black flag coming out of the pit, so I told him, rookie, I told him, I said, just stick with me. I said, I'll pull you to the front. I'll get you up to Texas.
Yeah, that was a hell of a race. I mean, that just shows you how things can go with green flag pit stops, because several different times throughout that race there were sets of green flag pit stops where you would have larger groups of cars several seconds back that were able to run down the leaders and get back up on the lead pack again. That happened at least 3 different times in this race, including right at the very end of the race. Yeah, and that was a hell of a race. Mafia had several cars up there. Uh, Palmian was the only car for the Yingling team, and I was the only car up there for the Aftershock team. And so we had to kind of work together because we know Mafia was in the lead heading into this race. They had a lead on both of our teams, and neither one of us wanted to see the Mafia get another win. I think we'd already known Pockets had pretty shown sewn up the most laps led, which he did end up getting that. And you know, 2 laps to go. My SS Joba or no, it was Bubba J. Was it?
Bubba
Yeah.
J, yeah.
Bubba J and Pockets for the Mafia team were running together 1-2. Palmian was right behind them, and I was right behind Palmian. We got 2 laps to go, and I just hollered out, "Make your move, man. I'm with you." And he went low, and I went with him. And Pockets moved down to block Bubba J, or to block Palmian, and that separated himself and Bubba J. So once he did that, Palmian was able to make another move to the outside of Pockets, and I went with him again. Pockets was hoping Bubba J was going to be able to get up to him, keep him up there in the lead, but Bubba J was 2-3 car lengths back, and it took him a bit of time to be able to draft up to Pockets. So, you know, we both managed to get right around the 2 of them, and I tried to make the pass for the win. You know, I tried to get a win for my team and just wasn't able to do it, and lost enough momentum that Pockets was actually able to get back by me for a second place finish. So Yingling able to gain some points on the Mafia with the victory this week, but unfortunately Aftershock lost another position to them, and I believe we lost 2 points overall because Pockets led the most laps and finished 1 position ahead of us. Well, let's go over here and take a look at our results from Saturday night's race. It was Palmian in the 113 that brought home the victory for the Yingling team. Did lead a couple laps during that race. Brought home 47 points overall. Pockets brought home second place for the Mafia, and Pockets led the most laps, so gets that extra bonus points for most laps led. Brought home 44 points for the Mafia, and I brought home third place for the Aftershock team. And I think that's how we finished these last 2 weeks, 1, 2, 3. It's been each team been able to finish 1, 2, 3. No other team been able to get a car in between any of these other cars so far. Or did the Mafia last week did get an extra car in the top 5, I think.
Nope. It was 1, 2, 3.
Was it?
It was Mafia 1, England was second, and then you were third last week.
Well, you see, Yingling able to gain 3 points on the Mafia this week. And just like I thought, Aftershock lost 2 points to the Mafia. So let's go over and take a look at our standings. So Mafia does still have the lead currently, but it is only 2 points over the Yingling team. Aftershock is now down by 8 points with 8 races left to go in season 42. So points very close up there at the front between the Mafia and the Yingling team, but Aftershock got some work to do to try catching up and narrowing down that gap a little bit on both of these teams. 6 points behind Yingling, 8 points behind the Mafia.
Look, we've seen 8-point swings in a race several times now. All it takes is one team having a really good run.
Yes, and it is way, way, way early in the series yet.
So today, my sister came over for her birthday. Had the whole family over, and her husband brought over some beer, put it down at the table. I said, Yingling. I'm not a beer drinker. And I said, holy crap, I know what that beer is. And I've never heard of it until I seen you guys running that and that paint scheme you run there, Texan and Larry. And it's like, I know that beer.
So how is it?
I didn't have any. I just like the name. I was just happy to go, yeah, I knew what that is. Yeah, it's a beer.
You didn't tell them how you knew what it was?
No, I absolutely did.
Yeah, we run a team series. One of the teams is the Yingling team. So is that Yingling team, does it happen to be, or that Yingling beer, has it got a red, white, and blue or a flag on the label?
No, it has
How-
an eagle up.
It's a very strange looking box. Anyway, I saw it. I just saw the box and I said, Y-E-U-N-G. I'm like, Youngling? Oh, Yingling. I know what that is.
No, it's not red, white, and blue, Texan, but it does have an eagle on the label.
So howdy, Gear. See you chiming in out there. Good to see you. Good to see you out there, Randy, as well. So that's Saturday night. Let's go back over here to the schedule. This coming up week, we will be moving into the trucks. So we're going to have 2 races in a row in the trucks. Daytona this coming Saturday night and Talladega the week after that. Both of the next 2 races Saturday night will be truck races. We all know how these trucks draft up so quickly. Changes things up a little bit when we're racing trucks versus cup cars. So we'll all be ready for that this Saturday night, and hopefully my team, the Aftershock team, will have some good luck this week, and we'll be able to gain some points on both these teams.
Well, I can only speak for myself, Texan. I will be helping you. I guarantee that.
So let's go to the bonus points. These are your Friday night Xfinity Series bonus points. So the Texan, myself, I did pick up another win on Friday night at Road America, moving me up to a total of 7 over there in the race win box. Looks like I've got 9 total. Michigan and Texas can be added to those 7 for a total of 9 wins on Friday night. Which would explain the little bit of lead in the bonus points over there. If you look, I've got a total of 29 bonus points right now on Friday night. The next closest driver is Pockets with 21, currently 8 points off the lead with just 2 races to go till we hit the chase. SS Joba sitting in third right now with 18 bonus points, puts him 11 points back currently as we head into the chase on Friday night. And let's move over to Thursday night Cup Series, where things are a whole lot closer as far as bonus points go. Mayhem picked up another win on Thursday night, moving him to a total of 6 in the race wins box. But if you look over there at this top center, he also won the Spring Texas race, giving him a total of 7 race wins in this Cup Series so far. So he definitely tops the board as far as wins this season in the Cup Series. And he is not far off the lead at the moment. I've got 29 bonus points in the Cup Series as well. But Mayhem with 26 points, only 3 points off the lead right now heading into the chase. And again, it's SS Joba sitting in third place right now with 21 bonus points. SS only 8 points off the lead. As we get ready to head into the chase. 3 races left to go in the Cup Series before we hit the chase. So we're going to have segment 2 bonus points to hand out. Mayhem is sitting right there in second place right now in the Cup standings. So he's going to get at least 1 bonus point. If I hold on to that lead to the end, I will get 2 for the segment. And then full season, I would bet you Mayhem will be in there as well. Hopefully I will also get the top spot there. So that means I would get a total of another 4 bonus points if I don't win any more races out of these 3. Mayhem would probably get another 2 bonus points barring any win. So that would put me 2 more points ahead. That would give me basically a 5-point lead going into the chase. But we've got 3 races left to go, Watkins Glen and 2 others before we get there. So that
Dover, Daytona.
And Dover, not one of my best tracks in the Cup. You've definitely got a chance to, if not get a victory, I'm sure you'll at least probably finish ahead of you there. But I'm gonna do a little work on that track before we get there. Hopefully I will have something a little better than I did last year.
Yeah, but I would expect to say that you're the odds-on favorite to win Watkins Glen. Just saying.
Well, I do like the track. I run well at Watkins Glen. I've got a good set, which is on the in the file browser for anybody who wants to get it. But it all comes down to that seat time. I've run hundreds and hundreds, if not 1,000 laps or more at Watkins Glen over the many years we've been racing this sim. So, but there's always the gear problem. I could have the same problem that Palmian had on Friday night. I could lose more than one gear. Just losing one gear is difficult at a road course. When you lose more than one, that's cutting significantly. That's making your lap times a lot slower.
I almost bet money right now that you will on Friday night lose at least one gear.
Speaking of gear, he's out there. He says he's going to beat us all with one arm. I believe him.
That's probably true.
It's definitely possible, knowing gear.
So yeah, things really close right now in this Cup Series bonus points. Going to be really close heading into the chase. So we've got last year's champion Mayhem currently sitting 3 points back, and the previous year's champion myself currently in the lead. But I had the lead last year, I believe, when we hit the chase, and I think it was by more than 3 points. I want to say it was something like 6 or 7 points heading into the chase last year, and Mayhem managed to overcome that 6 or 7 points and take home the championship last year. So congrats last year, and I'm not going to make it easy for you this year. I know I didn't make it easy last year. But
No,
man,
you would have easily had that victory. My car was not up to speed the way yours was, had you not had that trouble. So,
well, that's all part of it. Trouble's going to happen here and there, and that's the exciting thing about the chase is putting together 10 consistent, solid races. Having a good, solid 10 races in a row without trouble. Where if you can get a top 5 finish in every one of those 10, or maybe your worst race being just outside of the top 5, you got a good shot at it. But all it takes is one bad finish at the back of the field, and that can take it all away in one race.
yeah, I mean, I'm looking at those races, trying not to finish outside the top 3. It's all in, hoping someone doesn't make a mistake and take you out, or you don't beat yourself. That's it.
Yeah, my racing mentality definitely changes a little bit once we hit the chase. I still want to win. I still want to get the victories, but I'm definitely a little bit more cautious than I am throughout most of the rest of the season. I will put myself or my car in a position that I might not during the chase. Being on the outside of somebody, racing hard, mid-race. I say this now, but I'll probably do it anyway come chase time. But, usually I'm a little bit more cautious throughout most of the race in the chase till we get closer to the end.
Well, your car, if you think I can definitely beat this guy when I come on the outside, I mean, then you're going to go for it.
Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right. But one of the key things, again, leading a lap. That's important. Every one of these chase races, I'm going to do everything I can. If I don't think that I might have a chance to get up there and lead a lap under green flag conditions, you can bet I'm going to stay out under caution and lead that lap if that's what I got to do to get that extra point. Because leading a lap in every one of these races, that's 10 points come the end of the chase. And I'm going to get every one of those 10 points that I can.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
So that's about all we got for you guys this week. Appreciate everybody tuning in live out there, and thanks to you guys that came in and joined us. Congrats, SS, on the win Wednesday night. Congrats to Mayhem on the win Thursday night. Myself on
Congrats
Friday
to
night.
Texan on Friday.
Thank you. And congratulations to Palmian for the win on Saturday night. So we got 4 nights of racing, 4 different winners. No repeats, no sweeps, none of that this week. We got 4 different winners and some great racing this past week. So thank you guys for coming on and helping out. Appreciate everybody out there tuning in. We'll see you Wednesday night on the track at Canandaigua.
See ya.
Have a good weekend, boys. I'll see you all Wednesday.